Okay, so when someone says the word menopause, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's hot flashes, right? But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There is a much deeper, more complex story going on, and really understanding it is the key to navigating this whole time with, well, with confidence.
So, does any of this sound familiar? You're waking up in the middle of the night staring at the ceiling? Or you feel like you just read a page in a book and have no idea what it said? Maybe you're dealing with these moods that seem to just come out of absolutely nowhere? If you're nodding along, you are in very, very good company.
Well, what if I told you that the answer to all those things, the sleep, the memory, the moods, what if they all pointed back to one single thing? It's a word you've probably heard but maybe never really dug into: perimenopause.
So let's get into the real story of perimenopause. And the best way to think about it is this: it's the transition, not the final destination. Okay, this is so important to get straight. Perimenopause is the journey. It's that in-between stage that can last for years, often kicking off in your 40s. And the defining feature? Your hormones, especially estrogen, are just all over the place. Now, menopause, that's not a process. It's a single moment in time. It's the one day you can officially say you've gone 12 straight months without a period. So you see, most of what we think of as menopause symptoms are actually happening during perimenopause.
All right, let's dive into the symptoms you probably didn't see coming, the ones that go way beyond just feeling the heat, and often get blamed on stress or age or, just life.
First up, sleep. Or, let's be honest, the total lack of it. And this isn't just about night sweats either. As your estrogen levels drop, it can mess with your body's internal thermostat, making your nights feel choppy and just restless.
And if you think it's just you, get this. A staggering 70% of women report having sleep problems during this transition. 70%. So if you're part of that 3 a.m. club, know that it is a very, very crowded club.
Next is something that can feel genuinely unsettling. We're talking about brain fog. You know that feeling when you can't find the right word, or you keep misplacing your keys, or your focus just feels gone? Yeah, that feeling. Right there. This isn't a personal feeling. It is a real, physiological symptom that so many women go through. The good news? For most people, it really does get better on the other side of menopause. And then, oh boy, the mood shifts. That sudden flash of irritation, or a wave of sadness, or this new anxiety that you just can't seem to shake. If you feel like your emotions are on a roller coaster you didn't buy a ticket for, well, there's a biological reason for that. So why does this happen? It all comes down to a direct hormonal connection. See, estrogen plays a huge role in regulating mood chemicals in your brain, like serotonin, that's your feel-good chemical, and GABA, which helps keep you calm. So when your estrogen is bouncing around, so is your emotional stability. That's why these shifts can feel like they just sneak up on you. And of course, beyond the brain and sleep, your body is going through other changes too. Lower estrogen can affect your skin's elasticity, leading to things like vaginal dryness, drier skin, or even changes in your hair. And you might notice some new aches in your joints, or find that your body is storing weight a little differently, especially around the middle. Now, we need to talk about something really crucial. While all these symptoms are common, your experience is going to be completely unique to you. There is no one-size-fits-all journey here.
For some women, this whole transition is, well, it's kind of no big deal. It might be so mild that it's barely even a blip on their radar.
But for another woman, the symptoms can feel completely disruptive. Affecting her work, her relationships, her daily life. The most important thing to get is that both of these experiences and absolutely everything in between are 100% normal.
So why the huge difference? Well, your journey is shaped by your own personal recipe of factors. Things like your specific hormone levels, your genetics, your overall health, and even your lifestyle and stress levels all play a part.
Okay, so after hearing all that, the big question is, what can I actually do about it? Let's pivot from just understanding what's happening to feeling empowered, because there are simple, effective steps you can take starting right now. First, let's tackle sleep. Small tweaks to your sleep hygiene, like making your room cool and dark and putting away screens before bed, can make a huge difference. Next, gentle movement. You'd be amazed what a simple daily walk or some gentle yoga can do for your mood. Third, address those physical discomforts head-on. Don't be afraid to use moisturizers and lubricants to restore comfort. And finally, and this one is a game changer, track your symptoms. Just keeping a simple journal helps you see patterns and lets you have much more informed conversations with your doctor.
And that really is the core message. This isn't about fighting against your body. It's about understanding your body. Because when you can recognize the signs and know what's behind them, that is how you start to feel like you're back in the driver's seat.
So, I want to leave you with this to think about. This journey isn't really about trying to get back to an older version of yourself. It's about defining who you are now, moving forward. So, take a moment and just ask yourself, what does feeling like you again truly mean to you?